Can we get comfortable inside your living room?
Can we keep it simple?
Can we be leaders?
Can we reevaluate this?
Can we embrace real change?
Can we educate the mind?
Can we capture the moments?
Can we remove stereotypes?
Can we really do this?
Can we talk?
Can we talk nation? Welcome. My name is Jarice Dean.
And I'm not Shakir.
And once again, this is season 2 of Can We Talk? We have a whole lot of new things for you guys to see, new ideas that we definitely implemented, and we're looking forward to this season, to having fun, to enlightening, and to really educate, but have fun at the same time.
This year we're really focusing on educating. Each month we're breaking down a different tradition, we're bringing down different information. Also, we're introducing what's called 15-minute in a line, where we're bringing different talents, different cooks, different everything. Any talent that you can do, you want to bring to the community, you can do so. We're also promoting different rappers or musical groups. Whatever your talent is that you feel as though can do, make the world a better place, influence the world, maybe a youth or an older person. We're bringing all types of live energy this year.
We have also video promos that we went around to different local businesses and establishments and just offer free publicity in exchange, just to be put on the show. So we're going to use those as somewhat commercials. We also are definitely, we want to give a quick background just about us as a show. The show is built on, before we get too deep, we have middle school and high school students that are on the camera and that are shadowing. So this is really a mixed generation type of production that we're putting together and that we're excited to bring to you guys. So without any further ado, let's not me and Feast take up all the time. We'll start off to my left with the panel that we have today.
Cool. What's up, everybody? I'm Steve Taylor. I'll be 25 in May. Graphic designer from Norristown. Obviously, I made the logo for the show. I've done some other stuff in promotion for the show, and then local businesses and a couple of clients that I have. So I'm on the panel now. Last year I was in what was called 15 in Lime Now. Last year it was called On the Rise. So I was highlighting that. So if you saw this, saw Can We Talk last year, you saw me a little bit in that segment, a little bit on the panel. Now I'm going to be in the panel and doing some things behind the scenes as well.
What's going on, everyone? My name is Jeff Craig, also known as Marv, also known as Craig, whatever comes to mind. I'm part of Can We Talk? I currently work here at the high school. I'm looking for an opportunity or a career in entertainment. So hopefully one day I won't only be on your televisions at home, but I'll also be in the big screen as well.
Hi, everybody. My name is Danielle Gillum. I'm 24 years old. I am currently in grad school studying elementary and secondary education counseling. And I also am the owner of Danny G Photography. So I do a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but right here I'm excited about the new season and getting to know everybody once again and just being back on the show. So welcome back.
How you guys doing? My name's Craig Doyle. I'm one of the new faces of this group, and I have a background in advertising. I went to school at Temple. I have a degree in communications, and still a local guy around here. I work with small to medium businesses developing their marketing strategies, and I'm just here to bring my opinions to the table and kind of contribute to the discussion.
Thank you, lady and gents. Now, before we get into the actual show, one more thing. There's 6 of us here, and you'll see a consistent 8 of us between the panel. So you'll see a different face, here and there. But you'll definitely, like I said, get familiar with all of us. Now, let's get into the show. We're going to start off with a little something different. We want to get everybody's minds going So we're going to start this off with a little rapid fire convo. First thing we're going to start off with, have to start it off right. AI. Getting his jersey retired. Now, I know he was my favorite player as definitely a young one. What, for a good decade, he just ruled a generation. And so,
Sounds about 8 or 9.
now, how do y'all feel about AI getting his what I feel like is
His
due
due
justice?
respect.
With this getting his jersey retired.
One thing that I will say is I think it's great that he had the opportunity, or not the opportunity, the Sixers allowed him to have his jersey retired, and actually so quickly. At times, a lot of teams like to wait and hold on to that thing. One thing about the speech that he gave, I do love the fact that he mentioned more so the smaller people, the people that weren't necessarily seen, even people that might have seemed as foes throughout his stay. I think he recognized how it strengthened him as a not only as a basketball player, but as a person. He mentioned Stephen A. Smith and maybe some other critics. I thought it was great. It showed maturity. And hopefully we get more of that from him in the years to come as he gets older.
He led a great, contribution to the community. People were inspired by him when he played, and I think that's the thing that stands out for me. When I was a kid, you couldn't think about the Sixers without thinking about Iverson, and everybody wanted to do his crossover, and probably one of the most prominent things he ever did was when he crossed over Jordan.
Oh, without a doubt.
He put the zone in the league.
Without a doubt.
Crazy.
Now, what do you want to...
When I think about Allen Iverson, I think about practice. Practice.
Not the game.
And I also think about, I want to keep my facts right. I think, what was that? I want to say, when he won the NBA.
2001, he was
2001,
MVP and All-Star
year.
game.
2001 magical year. He won MVP. He took us to poor Mutombo. How about that? You won final game. Now, Allen Iverson, honestly, like you said, like Craig said, when it came down to the cornrows, came down to the tattoos, remember, you think about
arm sleeves,
that
wasn't trendy when he did it.
When it comes down to Allen Iverson really did take Philadelphia on his back.
Now wait, this is speed. That was a great note to leave it on. Get your minds right. What about the Girl Scout that's selling cookies in the Bay Area and sold 117 boxes in 2 hours? And where did they sell cookies in front of? A marijuana dispensary. How do you guys feel about that?
She's an entrepreneur. That's genius. Think
I want
about
to say,
it.
where's her parents?
She probably was with him. I mean, what's up?
I want to say, where's the cookies? Because I ain't getting any Girl Scout cookies. They was hard to find this year.
Do you think that's right by her mom, though? I mean, I know she set her up to, have an entrepreneurial mind, but at the same time, she's teaching her daughter to exploit, a drug that is, in one respect, maybe a problem for the community, and another time, it can maybe not have the same bad effects as people think.
How is that exploitation of a drug? She was capitalizing on the situation.
It's not legal everywhere else. I mean, something that, you can't really take advantage of in certain areas, and we try to keep our kids away from it for a reason. What that reason still isn't clear.
Exactly, but people can do what they do with the resources that they have. Like, if I walk door to door to get Girl Scout cookies versus, when I was younger, I sold the most cookies every year in my troop just on the strength that my mom sold them for me. She took them to work and had everybody sell them. Capitalizing on the situation.
Danny G.
Yes.
Let us know. Russia forces their way on into Crimea and takes over, basically. Does anybody have any?
I actually don't have knowledge on that. I don't watch the news. I try and stay away from
She's
all
positive.
the negativity.
She's too positive for this
I can't do
negative
the news.
World War III stuff. So,
Well, in regards to this
say.
Russia versus Ukraine, I don't feel as though it's right, because I feel as though if Russia really succeeds in taking over this other country, history really does repeat itself, in my opinion. It all starts with colonization. The Pilgrims coming over to America, taking all of our starts with our foods and our economy. And then, like you said, the latest information that came out was how they're blocking the warships. How Russia is going into the Ukraine, and they're blocking the warships. So therefore, the export and / import business is bad.
Now, one last thing. I know, Danielle, you know a little bit, but you don't know too much. Don, this is more so for the guys. With all due respect to the ladies that know sports. I'm sorry, but Kevin Durant or LeBron, MVP, real quick before we head into the show.
Durant.
Marv.
Durant. I can't. You don't skip
You
me.
just picked.
Don't skip her.
My bad. Two ditties. What do you say?
Wow. I almost want to say LeBron.
It's shifting towards LeBron, especially with them closing in on Indiana with their number 1 seed.
I say.
We'll see though.
I say Durant.
LeBron.
So 3 LeBrons, 3 Durant. That's crazy. 3 LeBrons, 3 Durants.
You be the decider. You be the decider. You go on YouTube, you go on Facebook, you go on Instagram, pound Can We Talk. Watch us, subscribe to us, like us, love us. Every day.
Gotta love it. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be back with the first subject, and we're gonna talk about the high school student in Philadelphia that got definitely touched the wrong way, and some things happened. I don't want to give too much, but we'll be back in 2 seconds.
11, 15.
Now, we just got your mind going a little bit with the rapid fire, quick questions and opinions. Now we're going to go into the real first topic of the show. Some may have heard, some may have not, but a 16-year-old in Philadelphia, he was basically a victim to the Stop-and-frisk law, I guess, or rule that was implemented in with the police department in Philadelphia. Just to read a little story from Fox Philly, a 16-year-old charter school student says that he was roughed up by police so bad it sent him to the hospital with injuries that could last a lifetime. We want to warn some of you, some of the details are graphic. So I'm not going to go into the whole story, but to paraphrase it, a female officer stopped this gentleman, Darrin Manning, and she not only stopped and frisked him, but she took it to the extreme. She actually squeezed his genitals and actually pulled him and hurt him so bad that he can't have children for the rest of his life. And he didn't have any children to begin with. So like he's definitely a tragic situation. So from the Can We Talk view, we thought about it and said, who should be punished? Should it be the police department in a whole? Should it be the lady officer, or both? So we'll start it off with my man Steve. How do you feel about the whole situation and who should be prosecuted?
I don't want to sound too cliche, because obviously I'm going to go with both. And the reason I'm saying both is, number one, the people that enforce the laws are a little bit more responsible than the legislators from the standpoint they have to go out and enforce it. And part of her enforcing this law, rule, whatever you want to call it, she knew what she could get away with. And I think sometimes with the officers, they feel like the badge is on them. I'm above the law. And she did something that is fatal. It's fatal injuries. And I think she took it to that extreme knowing she could get away with certain things. And that's a problem in and of itself.
What if it was an accident? What if she's like, I don't have another.
There's no way to accidentally do that.
I didn't know it was that hard. I didn't know it hurts. No?
Maybe she just wasn't getting some and she just decided to take it out on her own. I mean, is that really a valid argument if it's a male officer violating another man?
No, I wasn't saying it was a valid argument. I'm sorry. I was just saying, what if?
I mean, the fact that it may have been an accident is, I guess, somewhat valid. We don't actually know for sure. Chances are it probably wasn't an accident. No, I don't want to, because you know what? I don't want to say that she had intent to do that. However, she did do something that was wrong, and she needs to pay the penalty directly. Now, whether or not the department gets involved and they either back her, or how can I put this, give more defense to his case, then I feel like that would be a wonderful thing. But initially, I mean, she's the one that did it.
But the department's not going to do that. They're
right.
going to protect their own.
All I know is he needs to get paid. I know that.
We need to evaluate the details, too, because what if he was already handcuffed and he was essentially defenseless? She wouldn't need to be, but so aggressive. So we need to have the details of, how exactly did this happen? And I think she had to know something.
It's not like she got up that morning and was like, I'm going to make somebody not have kids today. Like,
no, she didn't plan that. But
it could have been an accident, not saying it was right. Well, I'm just saying it may have been an accident, non-intentional.
Very true.
Well, D, I'm going to just read you a quote from the doctor. doctor. It says the doctor told me you need to press charges.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that she didn't do it or she shouldn't be punished for it. I'm saying that she may not have done it on purpose. You should still get punished because, yes, you still did something wrong, like Jeff said. But I feel like people sitting there saying the government, the cops, all this is doing stuff because they can. Maybe she didn't know.
Question. Wait.
I feel,
go ahead. Go ahead.
I feel as though, oh my God. Let's say it was switched. Okay, you're saying how maybe it was an accident. Young woman did it to the young man. Let's say if it was a man who accidentally frisked or pinched or put anything in on a female. I feel as though a lot of times, even live to date, there's a lot more convictions, I guess, women to male compared to male to women. You know, so to think about her not waking up, to wake up in the morning, she didn't think she was going to make somebody not have kids. That doesn't mean that's like a murderer waking up in the morning saying that, oh, they didn't plan on waking up killing a person, but
sometimes they do.
But they do still get held responsible for what they're doing.
I'm not saying she shouldn't. I'm just saying I don't necessarily think she did it on purpose.
Okay.
So question.
That's my thing.
My fault.
No, go
I'm
ahead,
sorry.
go ahead.
Now, this case is still being continued. Point blank. Mr. Manning's trial is still being watched, you know, so in regards to the whole defense, see if they're going to back him up for the defense attorney or not, we'll see.
It's a
violation.
I'm sorry.
Public
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah, I'm
This
sorry.
is very suspect.
And
Yeah.
this is my question, D. Now, you tell me, whether she did it by accident or not, what were you doing in that part of that gentleman's body? Like, why was your hand in that area?
I don't know. Maybe she thought he was hiding something in there. Don't people stash stuff down there?
Correct. They do. But once again, there's a very fine line when you're searching down there between let's search and
Well, what gives her the
I'm
right?
mad at you.
What gives her the right to get that in depth in a search when she could just? I mean, if he's that much of a suspect, just take him in and perform, you know, a more respected strip search or.
And that's where I was about to go to next, Craig, because the boy was a star basketball player and on honor roll. Now this is just my personal opinion. What it sounded like? It sounded like somebody was mad at the fact that he wasn't what she expected. Do you get what I mean?
I get
and then on top of that, just think about being a human being, and it's happened to me personally, getting stereotyped in a business. It happened to me in Foot Locker, and this when I was younger.
Happens all the time.
But I'm saying, as a young black man, and you get stereotyped, your response is to your response to a judgment that is false. Isn't that that's fine that you just thought it out.
You know what I mean? Mad at her.
So he probably went back and was like, see, and that's what you get. You didn't even get anything on me, and then that could have just, okay, you want to be a smart aleck, okay.
Right.
And
But when you're talking about who to blame, who should be punished, then maybe the whole stop and frisk law or whatever needs to be revisited. That's what it is.
And that's kind of a perfect segue anyway, because when it comes down to the stop and frisk law, it's really mostly popular in New York. And when it comes down to the stop and frisk laws, the police reports show that most people who are being stopped and frisked are the Latinos and African Americans. So it's a problem, in my opinion, with the stop and frisk law anyway.
definitely. Now, real quick, because we have a couple seconds left, who should be prosecuted? The police department, the lady officer, or both? Craig?
I think the police department just needs to reevaluate the stop and frisk law altogether.
Gotcha.
Same. It's lawmakers.
Jeff?
That is the question.
Yeah.
I guess, I would say both. The police department hired her and she did it.
So both?
Yeah.
Both.
So y'all are basically saying
Everybody.
everybody.
Yeah.
We all say everybody. Bring them all down. Yes, be accountable. Now we have to get out of here for this first subject. Second subject is later on in the show, but we're going to go to a little promo video, and then after that, you'll see our 15 in the Lime highlighting Mr. Stefan Allen. He's a celebrity stylist. Check out what he has to say, and we'll be right back.